Hey, Grace Covenant. I want to bring you just a quick word of encouragement. This is what I know. We all need encouragement, especially as we're walking through difficult times like we're all experiencing. And so, as I was thinking the other day about one another, I don't know if you know this. Here's a bit of Bible trivia for you, but there's 59 one another's in the New Testament. I mean, we find things like this: be at peace with one another, love one another, be devoted to one another, honor one another, live in harmony with one another, have equal concern for one another, carry each other's burdens, encourage one another, pray for one another. You know, as we today are not able to meet together on location in a church building, that certainly doesn't limit the body of Christ, because the body of Christ is not a building, it's actually people, it's one another. And I'm hearing some phenomenal stories, even in this time of crisis, of how individuals are serving one another, encouraging one another. I recently read a story of a gentleman who was in a bar in Ohio. Before they closed all of the bars, he had a $29 tab, and he left a $2,500 tip to be split among those who were serving. There's the story of Zion Williamson, that's the NBA basketball pro, who's paying the salaries of all of those who are stadium workers because they're presently unemployed because there's no basketball games. And the stories go on and on. Lunches being distributed at the neighborhood care center, individuals caring for one another. And so I would encourage you in this time of crisis to look for the other individual that you might be able to serve. Because again, in our greatest time of need and our greatest time of storm, certainly we need God, but we truly need one another. So I would encourage you to three things. First, I would encourage you to look for the opportunities. Like, they're all around us. And it doesn't have to be anything that's like some mega big thing. You're probably not like Zion Williamson and that you can pay the salary for a lot of individuals. But what you can do is you can make a phone call. What you can do is send a text. What you can do is encourage someone. So look for the opportunities. The second thing I would encourage you to is to step up and step out in faith. As you see the need before you, as a need arises, and I just encourage you to step into that. Who knows what God might want to do through your life to bring encouragement and blessing to someone else. And then the third thing I would encourage you to is this: man, know you can make a difference. Maybe you're thinking, well, I'm just an ordinary nobody. Maybe that's the way you're viewing yourself, but this is what I would want you to know, is that God can use you to make a difference in someone else's life, in one another's life, if you will. So in this time and in this season, let's look for those opportunities to serve one another, to encourage one another, to pray for one another. Let's be the body of Christ that moves together, helping one another navigate this difficult time. I want to remind you of a statement I made Sunday, that if we do the small things like they're big things, and it opens the way for God to do the big things like they're small things. So I encourage you to be on the lookout for someone, for that one another that you might bless in this stressful time, in this stormy time. May you be that word of encouragement for them. I pray God's blessings for you. Have a great day.